afternoon, football fans, and welcome to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio, your directory for all that sports. What's going on, y'all? Football fans around the world, how y'all doing? Hopefully doing great. It's been a week, hasn't it? My gosh, I think for some of us we could even say it out with a little more confidence. It's been a week, right? But what I mean is we've had ourselves a good football week. Work-wise and life-wise, I'm sure some of us can say the same thing. But that's why we do this, right? A little debriefing from reality. Enjoy ourselves. Enjoy a good show. Hey, hopefully I put on a good show for you guys. Yep, a good football show. We're talking about the latest in the NFL. We are so close. So close to the mid-season point. It's insane, right? I mean, to think, you guys, we were... oh my gosh, we were just kicking the football off, right? We just started with this new crazy kickoff. We just started the season. Here we are now, okay? Getting close to mid-season. We're starting to see who's who. We're starting to see who's not that good. We're starting to see who's pretty damn good. And, well, we're starting to kind of see the pretenders, the actual contenders. And, I mean, today I might have to deem some of those teams. I'm sorry. Once again, opinions, right? So agree, disagree, what you got to say. Also, today's title of the show, Are They the Team? Well, there's a team I'll be talking about later on today. In fact, they're just really good. And I think they're starting to prove themselves to not just be a playoff caliber, but a Super Bowl caliber. Maybe even a winning Super Bowl caliber team. Oh yeah, we got all the goods today, you guys. It's going to be a fun one, as it always is. We are recapping what was a very fun Week 7 for so many reasons. Big games. We even got some laughs in there. Oh, you already know who we're laughing at. And of course, we're getting ready to play tomorrow, Thursday Night Football. Oh, it's going to be a show, you guys. Let's do this damn thing. You know what to do. Tune in. Grab you something to drink. Grab you something to chew on. It's going to be a fun, action-packed hour. You are now tuned in live to 3 and Out right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that sports.
IE Sports Radio fans, this show is brought to you by Planet Jerky Premium Brisket Beef Jerky. Planet Jerky is the official jerky of the 2022 California League champion Lake Elsinore Storm, Single A affiliate of the San Diego Padres. This all brisket jerky has gluten-free options, contains no MSG, no sodium nitrate, is low in sugar, and high in protein. Go to their website at planetjerky.net and follow them on Instagram at Planet Jerky. Planet Jerky, the jerky that's on a whole other planet.
Hey there, IE Sports Radio fans. Be sure to check out our sponsor, Seal the Deal Wax Seals by Cecilia B. You just finished your very own wedding or baby shower invitations and you're looking for that extra special touch? Maybe you just wrote a letter to a relative or a friend and you want to add to their smile when they receive it. Then seal the deal with Cecilia's handmade sealing wax stamps for your invitations, letters, and gifts. You bring the deal, we'll bring the seal. You can find them on Instagram at sealthedeal_wax stamps and on Facebook, Seal the Deal Wax Seals.
For the last 10 years, IE Sports Radio has been bringing you amazing content ranging from interviewing legendary athletes, coaches, and other authorized media personnel to building tailor-made shows dedicated to all major sports cities around the country. Make sure to follow us at IE Sports Radio on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube to keep up with the latest in sports and with all of our shows. Also, make sure to check out our daily updated website at iesportsradio.com. At iesportsradio.com, you can see our daily show schedule and check out all of our show pages with personal bios to learn a little bit more about each of our awesome hosts. In addition to our show pages, you can catch the iSports Radio blog, Hall of Fame, Fans of the Month page, and our merchandise shop, including t-shirts, tank tops, caps, long sleeves, hoodies, and more. For now over a decade here at iSports Radio, we've continued to be by the fans, for the fans, and we thank you all for your support and for making iSports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports.
That's right. You already know what we're doing, y'all. We're coming right on back, checking it out, man. Thank you guys for tuning in today. The numbers are bumping as per usual. Y'all might as well be in a damn box. Y'all might as well be the kickers in the box, guys. I mean, that's what it is, man. Y'all bumping like a Kenwood amp. Y'all got to go back for that one. Or a Rockford Fosgate, if y'all know what that is, man. Got to get the goods, right? OG systems back then in the 90s, man. I know they still exist, but anyway, what's good, everybody? Good evening to all of you. Greetings from the West Coast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you so very much, man. Of course, check us out here. We are freaking everywhere, y'all. Apple Podcasts, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music / Audible, Castbox, Deezer, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, and JioSaven. As always, man, check us out. Show us some love right here at 3 and Out. IESR right here. It's all spelled out. Follow the show. You can follow me, boy Larry B, at the THEE_LB53. Once again, that is at the THEE_LB53. Check it out, y'all. Show us some love. Thank you to our awesome sponsors, Planet Jerky, Premium Brisket Beef Jerky, and Seal the Deal Wax Seals. You guys are incredible. Thank you for showing love and supporting us. And, of course, thank you guys for supporting iSports Radio for the last 10 years. You guys are amazing. We love you all. And just thank you for showing support over and over, making iSports Radio your direct feed for all that is sports. So, with that said, stop by the website. Check us out everywhere. Subscribe on YouTube. We're everywhere, guys. So, if you want sports, we got sports. So let's do this, y'all. All right, first things first, we got to recap. Okay, I'm not going to spend time on this because we talked about it on last week's show for the recap of Thursday Night Football and the preview of these shows here. But this was, we talked about it, all right? The Saints went ahead and got beat down by the Broncos. No surprises. Actually, maybe a surprise or two. Spencer Rattler, he's on a learning curve, obviously. He's thrown into the fire. He's going to be okay. The Broncos, they're going to be okay. Are either of these teams going to Super Bowl and winning? Probably not. But they're both getting better for the future. And you know what? They both exercised that last week on Amazon Prime. So good job. Broncos got a nice victory. Bo Nix looking better. Spencer Rattler, don't hate on him. He's going to get better. Derek Carr, hopefully he'll be back. We'll see. We don't know. But we do know that both these teams are on the up and up and good for them. All right. So moving forward, guys, NFL London. Oh, it was a jolly good show. We love the Brits, right? We love their English Premier League, and hey, well, they're showing us they love our NFL. So back over there again, and the Jaguars just they proved why they could be London's next team. I'm just kidding, but I'll tell you, the Jaguars have themselves a decent little game. Okay, why am I not so surprised because we know, number one thing, that the Patriots are, it's the 100% total rebuild, okay, after 2 decades of domination. And we know that they're going to fight you, but they're probably not going to beat you. Okay. That's the Patriots this year. The 1-6 Patriots. Let's see what they got. I'm proud of this team for battling. I'm proud. I think Mayo is a great coach. I say it every single week. And this week was just another example of it, right? We saw May. He looked okay. All right. He 26 for 37, 276 yards, 2 TDs. Okay. Good for him. Overall, it was the Bigsby show. He went up the century mark, 26 carries, 118 yards, 2 TDs. The Jaguars aren't very good. We know this. They're going to get their wins where they can, like over 1-5 teams. And they're now 1-6. So there you have it. The Jaguars now, I mean, you look at this team and go, this team isn't going to win very many more games, and enjoy the ones that do come in. As for New England, you're just hoping you got 1 win, so you're not going 0 for 17. Okay, but you're probably not going to win very many more games. To be real, I mean, Jets, I don't know, but we'll get into them later. But when it comes down to it, the Jaguars they scored all of their points pretty much in 1 quarter. I mean, yeah, they scored in the second half too. Okay, but 22 points in the second quarter. Once again, an explosion of offense in that with 3 touchdowns, guys. It was pretty crazy. Okay, and a 2-point conversion in there. But overall, Jaguars, they're in a division that just sucks. They're a team that just sucks too. They're 2-5 on the year. They're right above the 1-5 Tennessee Titans. That's such an accomplishment. And they're beneath the 4-3 Colts, who are actually looking a little better. And obviously the Houston Texans, who dropped a close one this week. However, the Texans, we know that they're the team that are saying right now it's our division to lose. As for New England, well, they're at the bottom of a division that isn't that good either, but we know Buffalo, the way through this division is going to be Buffalo, and we know the Patriots are kind of for a lost cause. So both these teams right now are kind of just playing to play. Even though we're not even halfway through the season, we're very close. Things can happen, yes, but as of right now, the way it's looking, unless somebody lights a fire into somebody's ass, this is just the way both these teams are going to look this year. Like 2 JV teams going head-to-head. Good job. All right, next up, we got the Bills. We got into Sunday's game. Well, this is Sunday's game, but that was the early Sunday. We got into the morning/afternoon slate, depending on where you were on the country. And those Bills, hey, the Titans had to pay the bills, right? Because the Bills Mafia was on it. They were having fun, and they were here for it, man. This game was kind of a weird one because the Titans started out early with a nice little field goal to start the game. And then you kind of just wondered what the hell's going on with the Bills. Well, it's okay. Never fear, because they were just getting themselves together, apparently. At the half, it was kind of weird seeing the Tennessee Titans leading 10-3. But never fear, because the Bills kind of, they got started late. But then again, it's the Titans. So the Titans are going to do everything in their power every week to completely fall apart. It's kind of what they do. It's a part of them, kind of like the Raiders and Geb, and I really like the Jaguars and the Patriots. I mean, just the teams that just love to not win. And the Titans are a part of that party right now. And guess what? They just fell apart. Any good momentum they had going in the first quarter, they were like, we don't want this. What are we doing? And the Bills were like, oh, yeah, we're the Bills, and we're way better than these guys. And, well, that's kind of what happened. You want to argue? Bring it. That's exactly what happened. Okay, Allen, decent day. 21 for 33, 223 yards, 2 touchdowns on the day. Let's go. Coleman had himself a day. On just 4 receptions, he had 125 yards. Let's go. I mean, really, this was a fun one. It was a fun one for the Bills in the second half. Tale of 2 halves, it really was. But, I mean, coming out in that second half, man, just going off, man. Scoring 27 unanswered points in that second half. It was just really, really, really bad. Realistically, it wasn't even 27. It was 28 unanswered points because I started in the second quarters where the Bills started scoring and never stopped. And that was really it. So the Tennessee Titans are just not that good. We just talked about them right now. They're 1-5. They're at the bottom of the AFC South, and they're not going to go anywhere else. I mean, that's just pretty much where they're going to be. That's their home. They've made it. They put a lot of work into that house, and they're not moving. All right, I don't see that happening. The Bills, once again, they're 5-2, guys. They are 3 games ahead in an AFC East that we thought was going to be dominated by the Miami Dolphins this year. Unfortunately, the Tua deal happened. We know how they are right now. Tua may or may not play in the coming weeks, but he doesn't need to rush anytime. That's that. The Jets, well, we'll get to them later, as I keep on saying. And like I said, the Patriots just aren't that good. So right now, the Bills are just kind of they're not in cruise control because they're trying to dominate as much as they can. But they know that a game or two, if they were to lose, probably won't hurt them very much. But they're on a mean streak. Good job. Go Bills. The Packers defeat the Texans. This game was fun, man. The Packers get this thing done 24-23. Oh my gosh, what a freaking game. Oh, it was so hard to watch because I wanted both of them to win. I admire what the Packers have done this year. They have really turned it. Like I said, they were so close to winning that game in Brazil earlier this year to start the season off on that Friday night. And right now, you see a team that's really they're hitting stride, man. They are going. Jordan Love is really making it happen. 3 TDs. I know he threw 2 picks. I know it wasn't the easiest pill to swallow, Packers fans, but this guy is balling, man. 220 yards. He knows he's got a monster that's going to run the ball back there in Jacobs. He had 76 yards on 12 carries. He's going to grind out those carries, guys. I know that may not look like the most exciting stat line, but you see him play. He's going to give you those grind out, turn your legs until he can't go no more and hold on to the damn ball and not get it punched out kind of yards. Then you got a guy like Dobbs who 8 receptions, 94 yards. Look, you got to love what the Packers are doing right now. But my gosh, the Texans, man, Mixon, 2 touchdowns, 25 carries, 115 yards. I hated this loss for this guy because he played his ass off. He really did. Stroud didn't even have the best day. 10 for 21, 86 yards. He didn't even have the best day. It was really the Joe Mixon show, man, and it just kills me because he put so much into it. Just fell short, and it's a bummer, man. But big ups to the Packers. These guys are getting it 5-2 on the season, dropping the Texans down to 5-2. Let's go, man. Let's see what these Packers got moving forward. But don't worry, the Texans aren't going anywhere. Texans fans, you know this team. They're 5-2. Yes, Indy is right there, but you really think Indy's going to overtake Houston? I mean, we don't know. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not. That's not my deal. But I'll tell you right now, Houston is they're a good football team, and beating them, well, you're going to need a good football team to beat them. And, well, this was a good football team. Okay. As for the Packers, how is it you've got 5 victories, but you're still third? Because the NFC North is absolutely jam-packed right now. I love this division. Oh, they make me happy. Detroit, 5-1. Minnesota, 5-1. Green Bay, 5-2. And Chicago, 4-2. Let's go, man. This is the division right now. So the Packers, they know you have to win, and you have to win them all. It's not even a question. If you want the playoffs, well, guess what? You're in a shitty position to have any losses, and they know this. So the Packers are going to fight you. The Vikings are going to fight you. The freaking Lions are going to fight you. And the Bears, I don't even know if they can pull any more out than they already have, okay? But they're going to fight you. I mean, all 4 of these teams know that it is going to be it's it's do or die at an early stage in the season. Let's go, man. I love me some NFC North football right now. So let's see, man. This is exciting, but there we go. So the Packers get this thing done, and well, that was a fun game. All right, next up we got the Eagles defeating the Giants 28-3. Because did anyone really think it was going to be any different? The Giants, it still amazes me they got 2 wins. I don't even know how the hell they got those things, okay? And I've been doing the show since week 1, okay? But that's the Giants for you. They're every bit of as advertised. They can't stop anyone on defense. They can't score. It's everything about them is just really sad. I'm sorry. Look at their record. And like I said, they did win. They beat two teams. The Browns, congratulations. Somehow beat the Seahawks, but that was that Michael Jordan super juice type thing. Somebody had a good halftime speech. I don't know. But this game, they weren't going to win. And guess what? They didn't. The Eagles aren't that good this year, and they piss me off because they have a really good roster, and that defense, man, that defense is a bigger letdown than I honestly can't even think of anything. I could think of stuff off top of my head really quick, but yeah, they have been a letdown, man. Like this Eagles defense is just, they piss me off. They really do, because there's talent like crazy, but they don't play like it. This week they did. Obviously, they played the Giants. I mean, you want to give yourself one of these guys? Okay, play a good team and do that. But the Giants, obviously, they were going to kick their ass, and they did. So 28-3, good for you guys. Jalen Hurts had himself a day, which is crazy because it was only 12. He only completed 10 passes, guys, 10 for 14, 114 yards. 1 touchdown. Let's go. Barkley just goes off on his old team. 17 carries, 176 yards, 1 touchdown. Do you miss him, guys? I'm sure you do. And it was that whole deal. So good job. Congratulations to the Eagles. Giants, you suck. I mean, there's no other way to say it. There's nothing to be excited about, Giants fans. Your team just looks bad. Management's horrible, and I really hope something good changes. Well, I hope something changes for the best coming up. But I will say, Washington, you're 5-2. Good for you. They're at the top right now. Philadelphia, you're right behind them at 4-2. And then good old Dallas at 3-3. And as we know, the Giants are at 2-5. And, well, they're just not that good. So moving forward, we have the Lions here at 31-29. 31-29 over the Vikings. What a freaking game. This was the game that we all thought. I could not wait. Can you tell, guys? I could not wait to get to this game. I'm like breezing through them tonight. This game was a fun football game. Oh my gosh, was this not a great game? I mean, were you not entertained? Did you not enjoy this game? The only people who didn't like this game were Vikings fans because they're not undefeated anymore. But the Lions, man, Goff proves he's like, hey, the Rams didn't win that trade, did they? I mean, the Lions are really being talked about as a Super Bowl contender, guys. And I know they didn't look so impressive in some of these games, despite them winning, but I'll tell you, I'm really impressed with what they've done. Prayers to Aiden Hutchinson. I hope he's okay. I just hope that obviously he's not okay, but prayers up, man. Just get back to the field soon. He'll be good to go for next year. Just hope and pray he's good to go. But Goff had himself a day. How about Gibbs, y'all? Did Gibbs not go off? Big ups to this dude, man. Good old Gibbs out of Alabama. Okay. This guy got it. 116 carries, 2 touchdowns. Let's go. I'm so excited, man. This is fun. I love seeing this guy, a good running back, just take over. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 5 on SC, 8 receptions for 112 yards, 1 touchdown. I am really, really psyched for the freaking Lions. They're 5-1 now. They chop down the Vikings, dropping them to also 5-1. As you already heard, Green Bay, Chicago, yeah, they're kind of right behind everybody. So, I mean, it's a fun division. You're going to get this kind of football, and damn, was this not a good one. The freaking Lions are showing you why they are a feared team. This is oh my gosh, this is a good football team. But the Vikings, they also showed you they're going to fight you. Okay, like I said, these teams, they know, guys, they are in the division right now where you cannot afford to lose. A loss right now is it's just, that if you lose in this division any more games, which they're gonna have to, right? I mean, it's just the nature of the game. But they know right now that a loss is, well, 1 or 2 losses is it's like the old BCS. You know, right? I mean, you were basically taking yourself out of the season. It's crazy. So win. It's like March Madness right now. Win. Keep going, okay? So, what a game this was. Even on the other side, man, Sam Darnold, what about this guy? 22 for 27, 259 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception on the day. You got to love Aaron Jones. He's another guy who moved over to another team from his own division, right? He was a Packer, now he's a Viking. 93 yards on the ground on 14 carries, 1 touchdown. Jefferson, man, 7 receptions, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. Guys, this was just a good game. I cannot wait to see these guys play again. I'm just so excited. I want this game in the playoffs, man. This was a fun game. Congratulations to both teams on great seasons. Keep the wheels turning, guys. I love these two teams right now. Seahawks defeat the Falcons 34-14. Because the Seahawks are a much better team? Guys, don't get it twisted in this game. I saw a lot of haters. Okay? Don't do that. Don't hate on the Falcons. Okay? Because you were cheering these guys on the last couple of weeks. The Falcons have had themselves some games, right? They knocked off the Eagles, who were underachieving, but whatever. They beat a good Saints team. They beat the Buccaneers. I mean, guys, like, this is a good football team. They beat the Panthers, but everyone can beat the Panthers, right? It's like the Raiders. So, really, you look at this Falcons team and you wonder, like, how is this team, how is this Falcons team really doing much of anything with the roster? I mean, I don't see anything special with this Falcons team, but they make things happen. And you know what? That's what makes them special. So I'm really excited for this team moving forward. But they just couldn't get it done this week, guys. They couldn't. They could not get it done. And what do? You can't get mad. You know, Falcons fans, especially you guys, can't get mad at this team. They played a team that was ready for them. And they put a hell of a scheme, man. You got to love it. I love how this defense was ready. You know, they played a lot of soft cover too because they knew those underneath routes were coming. They buckled down and really stuffed those gaps on the run. I saw that double A gap kind of deal going on for a little bit. It was a great day for the Seahawks defense because I remember ripping these guys a couple weeks ago on Thursday Night Football saying you need to get it together. They got punked by the Niners. They weren't letting that happen against the Falcons. And you know what? Good job, man. The Seahawks really dug deep down this week and we're like, are we men or are we not men? Remember we talked about that a couple weeks ago? Well, the Seahawks answered, man. They're like, nah, screw you, man. Don't be calling us no freaking punks. Like, I'm proud of these guys. Geno Smith, he played pretty good. 18 for 28, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns. You know what? Let's go. A good day for this guy. Metcalf was 1 yard shy of the century mark. 4 receptions, 99 yards, 1 TD. It was a good day, man. It was a good day. And let's be real, too, the Falcons, man, some things just didn't happen for these guys. they had some tough breaks in this game. The football didn't bounce their way. Whatever, it's one game, okay? You're not in the NFC North right now. So Atlanta's still leading the NFC South, and they knew that no matter what happened with the Buccaneers this past week, they were still going to be right in the fight, and this is going to be one of those fights this year. New Orleans, well, you should never count anybody out, but New Orleans, they've hit some rough water right now. The Panthers are nobody to fear. So the Falcons know that they can't snooze, but they also know there's a little room for error. Not that you're ever going to want that room for error because you want to win every game, right? Some teams want to win every game, looking at you Raiders. But the Seahawks know, okay, that they're in that situation where they have to step on the gas because Arizona is looking okay. We saw that a couple nights ago. The Niners will be getting Metcalf back any day. McCaffrey. And, the Rams, once they get healthy, they're going to be pretty damn hard to deal with. So the Seahawks are treating it like the NFC North. They're like, no, we got to win every damn game as much as we can. That's all there is to it. Falcons, like I said, they're not laxing on anybody, but at least they're not in that mode to where it's panic mode this early in the season. So I'm just saying. So overall, Atlanta, you know what? Good job, man. Good game. I'm proud of these guys. I love this game. This was a good game. Even though the score didn't look like it, it was a good football game. I enjoyed it. And overall, the Seahawks were just the better team that day. So they were the better birds, right? So good job. Let's see how it goes. Let's take ourselves a quick break, y'all. When we come back, we're going to jump on into the rest of these games and then get on in to a preview of Thursday Night Football. You're listening to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
What's good, fight fans? It's your boy, Marcus Los Great, here to give you what you want, here to give you what you need. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm coming to you live, straight from your mama's basement with a crispy white tea. We are coming to you live every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's good, sports fans? It's your boy Aaron Yell, and if you are looking for sports takes that live a mile above the rest, look no further than Mile High Musings here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Want to talk about NBA MVPs and champions? Yeah, that's us. Perhaps a baseball team that no matter how they play, you just can't quit them? Yep, we've got that too. What about Stanley Cups, NHL award winners in the burgundy and blue? You got it. How about Buffaloes that run, pass, shoot, dunk? You bet. For all things Colorado sports, look no further than right here every Sunday at 10 Eastern, 9 Central, 8 Mountain, and 7 Pacific. So if that light is red and the kids are in bed, you are listening to Mile High Musings, where we praise the Lord and cheer for them Denver Broncos. Stay good, sports fans.
Oh, I love that drop. I love that drop. In this house, we definitely praise the Lord. We just don't cheer for the Broncos. We're Raider fans over here. And we're miserable. But it's okay. It's okay. Big ups to our boy, Aaron Yao, man. Check him out Sunday nights. He gives it to you raw. As we all do here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that sport. Showing love, man, coast to coast and all in between. That's IE Sports Radio. We bring it to you, y'all. You gotta love it. And if you don't, move on. But you're gonna love it. I'm just being real. Thank you guys for tuning in, y'all. Once again, showing love. Appreciate you all so very much, man. We are just moving on through these games today, aren't we, man? So thank you for tuning in with me. You guys are incredible. Thank you for all the viewers today. You guys are awesome. Let's move it forward, y'all. Bengals defeat the Browns 21-14. And I just what can you say about these teams that hasn't already been said? I don't even know why I'm doing this segment. Look, we get it. The Browns are just going to continue to fall apart because it's kind of a Browns thing to do. I mean, Cleveland fans are very aware the team is 1-6, and they have all signed off. They were cheering on the Guardians. The Guardians let them down. They were cheering on, I don't know, they were cheering on the good old the Cavaliers, and actually they just started cheering on the Cavaliers, but they were cheering on the Blue Jackets, and they get themselves a damn good victory the other day. So they're going on to other seasons, guys, because the Browns are, if the Browns aren't going to treat their fans good, then the Browns fans are kind of checking out early, and that's okay. 1-6 on the year. The Browns know they're the Browns, and unfortunately, well, they're in that business. As for the Bengals, they're 3-4 now in the season. I'm not going to count out the Bengals like I am the Browns. But you got Baltimore and Pittsburgh at the top with 5 wins apiece. good luck, guys. I mean, hey, second half surges always happen. We're nearly to the end of the first half. But realistically, guys, the Bengals have every bit of talent on this team to make it happen. But will they? Burrow didn't have the best day the other day, but you know what? He did enough to get it done. 181, 2 touchdowns, 15 for 25. Okay, it was enough. But if you looked at what they got going on, it's just poor play on the defensive side of the ball. Lucky for you guys, you're playing the Cleveland Browns, who just suck at football. So you look at both of these teams. I mean, it's a 7-6 halftime Bengals. It was a suck fest from beginning to end. And what are you going to get more out of these teams? A suck fest. So I guess enjoy watching these teams play. I don't really know what to say. I'm out of things to say. Bengals win the game. Browns lose the game. There you go. Colts defeat the Dolphins 16-10. Okay. Remember we talked about on Friday that the Dolphins just, without Tua, this team is completely lost. Apparently the defense can't even play defense without Tua. It's crazy. You know, he needs to be there for everything. And rightfully so. He's the leader of the team. But like I said, I don't know what the hell's going on, but they are completely falling apart. The teams offensively, they're doing what we knew they would do, fall apart, right? But like I said, defensively, this team really bothers me because it's really, I don't know. There's so much on that defense that awakens when Tua's there, and now that he's gone, they just can't seem to stop anyone. Even though in this game it was pretty good for a while, right? I mean, the Dolphins were actually leading for a little bit. Okay, it was 10-3 at the half, and you figured, oh no, is this really going to happen? Are the Dolphins really going to make it happen? Are they going to knock off this Colts team who is actually looking pretty decent this year? Wrong. Nope. Not happening. Houston, as we know, is the real deal in the AFC South. But Indianapolis is like, nah, bro, we're here too. And I'm really happy for that because they're not going to let this team run away. The Colts are going to keep the Texans honest. They're going to stay on their ass, and I love it. Good for them. But the Dolphins, like I said, until Tua comes back, and if and when is what it is, but the Dolphins are just going to suffer. And they're 2-4, and, well, they're just going to not be that good. And once again, there's no rush on Tua. But Dolphins fans, you can't get mad. This defense, for some reason, is just giving up. So, I don't know. I mean, I know giving away 16 points isn't the worst, but I also know that, you need to – if they don't score, we don't lose. That's defense, right? So, Colts, hell of a game. Way to get it done. I love what they're doing, man. This guy, good old Anthony Richardson, man, 10 for 24. That's not a good day at all. 129 yards and whatever. But he did do pretty good on the ground. 14 carries, 56 yards. Yeah, I know it wasn't like the century mark or anything, but homeboy got down. He used his arm a little bit. He used his leg a little bit. And you know what? He got them a little bit of a victory. So I'll take it. Good job for the Colts. Let's see what these guys do. Rams defeat the Raiders 20-15 because the Raiders just need to crawl in a hole and not come out of it. I mean, this team is so bad. You got beat by a team whose starters are hurt. I mean, what do you say about the Raiders? You can't say anything about the Raiders bash themselves, guys. I have a lifelong Raider fan. I'm not going to sit here and bash these guys again because I do it every week. They suck. They suck. There's nothing exciting going on here, guys. We got Max Crosby, and we're like wasting his career. I'm so sorry, bro. You got playmakers on this team who don't want to be here and they leave. Okay. It's sad. It's sad. And the Rams, congratulations. Because the Rams, they're just doing what they can right now. The Rams are doing, I mean, this week, I'm sure the Rams had themselves, they thought they were going to be in for a dogfight. And, it was a pretty good game. It was. I'm not going to hate too much on the Raiders because they played well. But once again, you played a bunch of gosh damn backups. Okay, you played for the most part. And they don't have their full deck of cards right now. Okay, Minshew throws 3 picks because we didn't know he was probably going to throw a few picks, right? Raider fans, wake up, guys. We know who this team is.
We love them. We're always going to love them. We're not going to ever not be Raider fans, right? We're going to love our team. But we know who they are. We know who they are. We're not going to sugarcoat it. We're going to love our team. We're going to ride or die with our team. And that's it. They're not good. And we're going to love our not good football team. That's it, right? That's what we do. And that's okay, I guess. Rams. This was pretty solid, man. Stafford, hey, he threw a pick. Okay, he threw a pick. But what I liked about Stafford is you had to watch the game. He had 154, just like Minshew. Okay, he completed 4. Look how crazy close they were. Minshew, 15 for 34, 154 yards, 3 interceptions. Stafford, 14 for 23, 154 yards, 1 interception. Guys, they played really close to one another. They both sucked. But you know what I see here that's a little bit better on Stafford's side? He threw 2 less picks. You shouldn't throw a pick at all when you're out there. But if you're going to do it, try to not throw 3 of them. Okay? Or 2. Stafford, yeah, he made up for it, whatever. But what I also see here is, look at this. Madison, 23 carries, 92 yards. Williams, 21 carries, 76 yards. Did Madison not have the better day? But guess what? He didn't score 2 touchdowns. Williams did. Are we seeing what's going on here? Are we seeing the correlation? Both have days. 2 quarterbacks have similar days. One throws 2 less picks. Our running back has a better day than their running back. He scores 2 touchdowns. Ours doesn't. Okay. And receiving wise, Bowers get him the ball, but after a while, they're like, oh, they're just going to keep going to him. 10 receptions for 93 yards. They know they're not stupid. Do you really think? McVay is like, yeah, they're just going to throw it to Bowers all day because they have nobody else to throw it to, and they spread the ball around a lot for the Rams. 4 receptions, 57 yards for their leading receiver, Johnson. But realistically, guys, you knew damn well that the Raiders only had one dude to really throw to. You knew they were going to run the ball as much as they possibly could. And, of course, it's still not going to win the damn game, but you don't turn the ball over and you get in there in the end zone. My gosh, is this a game really that hard? It's like basketball. You put the ball in the hoop. Golly, that's a hard concept, right? So, you get a game, you get a team who's going to do what they can to win every game they possibly can. And then you get the Raiders who are just kind of there to put the uniform on, I guess. Some guys want to play. Madison, Bowers, Crosby, there's some dudes. There's some dudes. And then there's just a bunch of dudes who just seem like they're there. What do you do, right? The Raiders are at the bottom of the AFC West. You're not catching the Chiefs this year. You're probably not even catching the Chargers, even though they're just 1 game ahead. What do you do? But as for Seattle, at the top of the NFC West, that only leads by 2 games over the last place team, which are the Rams. You guys, if the Rams start getting healthy, oh my gosh, you're looking for a strong. I hope that they have a good, strong second half of the season comeback, man. The Rams have a good football team. And if you don't think so, you must not know football very much, man. The Rams have a good football team. I really like how they're built. I love how McVay coaches. Guys, the Rams are the real deal, man. They're injured. You can't win when your best guys are, in rehab. We're going to see, it's hard. It sucks when you're the Niners and McCaffrey's not playing, right? It sucks. It's like, it's our dude right there. Damn it. Shit, right? It sucks, man. So this is what happens, but it's part of the game. Injuries are part of the game and you got to accept it. So Raiders, you have no excuse. You're just bad. Rams still get a victory, 20-15. But I'm looking forward to seeing good things out of this team moving forward. The Commanders win another game. It was the Panthers, but they win a damn game, and they blow out the Panthers 40-7. After all those years of sucking, the Commanders look like a football team. I might even go as far as saying they are a football team. That sounds like crazy talk, right? Good for you, Commanders. They get a nice victory. I love it. Congratulations to these guys. Marcus Mariota. Hey, remember that guy? I remember him from Oregon all those years ago.
18 for 23, 205 yards, 2 TDs. And we're not going to stop there, though, man. Robinson. Oh, you know who I'm talking about. Brian Robinson out of Alabama. Guess where? This guy, man, 12 carries, 71 yards. That's pretty good. 1 TD. McLaurin, if you remember this guy, man, out of Ohio State years ago. This guy, man, he's moving up on 30, and he's still looking good, man. 6 receptions. It's 98 yards, almost at the century mark. Good job, man. The Washington Commanders are playing football, and you know what? I love it. I hope they keep winning this team because they know who's in their division. The Philadelphia Eagles, they can play defense. Oh, no, they can't. They can play offense. Oh, only when they want to. The Cowboys are just unraveling right now. I can't even tell you what the hell's wrong with the Cowboys. There's just a lot of things wrong with those guys. And then you got the Giants who, anyway, I mean, really, if you think about it, I mean, that's really it. I mean, the Commanders are controlling their own destiny right now. And good for these guys. I want them to win it. I want them to do good. This is a good football team, guys. And you know what? Let them keep on doing their thing. The Panthers, well, they didn't win this game. And they are 1 game behind third place, the Saints, in the NFC South, but for some reason they're probably still going to be last place in the division. Chiefs beat the 49ers 28-18. Oh my goodness. You can't say you weren't scared, Chiefs. Don't you lie to me. Don't you lie to me. The Chiefs are looking more human than they have in the last couple of seasons. Can't BS that. But they're still the Chiefs. They're 6-0. They're still extremely potent at every position. They're playing as if every single game is a Super Bowl because they're pulling it out some way, shape, or form. I don't care. I'm a Raider fan all day long, and I'll praise these Chiefs. Guys, Andy has them playing great. The Chiefs are playing good football. Hate all you want to hate. This football team, they're coming. And you know what? They're not going to let that crown go. Congratulations, man. The Chiefs are playing good football. But the Niners, like I said, the Niners had them boys scared. This was a fun game. 14-6 at the half. You knew that these Niners were going to give them some kind of problem, and they did. Okay. Then we get to the third quarter, and the Niners, they just can't seem to get things going. A failed PAT. That was already hard enough. It was rough seeing these guys. It was rough. It really was. It was rough seeing them in a situation because these fans know that this team is capable of winning this game. I know you don't have McCaffrey, but gosh damn it, you have other pieces out there. The Niners fans are probably very frustrated. I know they were very frustrated with this game. Then you get into that fourth quarter, and it's just, oh my gosh. I mean, the Chiefs knew going into that fourth quarter, we need to close this thing out now because we had a terrible quarter on offense, and these Niners are going to get hot. And there was some kind of talk. They drew within 2, 14-12 going into that fourth quarter. Gosh, damn it. I'll tell you, those Niners, I don't know, a little bit more, man. This probably would have gone the other way. Momentum, man. Momentum was on their side. Some people debate on whether momentum is real or not. But I will tell you this. Whatever side that pendulum swung to, it was going to be to the team who hit the hardest. And yeah, that was the Chiefs, man. They came out and scored. Boom, let's go. 21-12, and they did it again towards the end of the game. With just 3:09 to go, 28-12. McCole Hardman, the young man out of Georgia from a couple years back, he's getting it going here. At that point in time, it was game over. They put this game on ice. The Niners, they came back a little bit. Garbage time, if you will. 2-point conversion failed. 1:08 to go. But I'll tell you, 28-18, the Niners had their game plan. They looked good. They just weren't good enough. So Niner fans, I know this one was hard to swallow, but your team is still good. Okay. McCaffrey comes back. It's going to be fun. I think this team's going to be okay. Currently third in the NFC West. They're hanging out right there alongside the Cardinals.
Seattle, well, you don't know what's going to come every week out of those guys, but you know they're going to fight unless you're the Niners and you bullied them like you did a couple weeks ago. So I don't know. This is interesting in that division. As for the Chiefs, you know who's in your division. All three teams who are extremely inferior. So Chiefs, just keep on with the bad selves. Niners, don't be too hard on these guys, Niner fans. They're still a good football team. Sunday Night Football, yay! Steelers defeat the Jets 37 to 15. I'm gonna lose some fans tonight. The Jets aren't who you guys thought they were. Let's just be real. Okay? Don't do not try to sugarcoat a little nugget of shit. It's what it is, guys. The Jets they have an offensive line that's hit or miss, even though they look star-studded. You have a quarterback who's a legend, but just isn't getting it done. You fire the head coach who you thought was the problem, and no one's looking at the defense who 37 points. Yeah. And all of you want to talk shit on Russell Wilson. Good for you, Russ. Good for you, Russ. Sup, Jets? Sup, y'all? Sup, Devontae Adams? Look, I know the Jets, okay? There's a good football team there, and they can come out and win this thing. That's Devontae Adams' first week with them. Rodgers is still a legend in all seriousness. I'm not talking to the team. I'm talking to these fans who are delusional. They think that everything's just going to happen overnight, and oh my gosh, we've been rebuilding, and da-da-da-da-da. You're just like the rest of us, man. Just because you got this guy and this guy and this guy, it also takes that perfect scheme. It takes everyone to play. It takes the defense to step up. I'm not even mad at Devontae Adams or Aaron Rodgers. This defense is so damn suspect. I don't understand why people aren't saying this Jets defense is not that defense who everyone thought they were. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Everyone said they were last year, because we all said it, right? That Jets defense was nasty. We all said that if Rodgers played on with that deep, yeah, you're right. That was last year, guys. But Babe Ruth has an amazing quote that says, yesterday's home runs don't win today's games. So that's great. Yeah, the Jets were good last year on defense. Sweet. Well, they're not good this year. Okay. The offense is putting up some kind of points, and I know it's both sides of the ball. But when you're the defense, you play with a chip on your shoulder. You're nasty. You're mean. You're violent. Well, this defense looks like a goddamn Tempur-Pedic mattress. They are so soft. They're milk toast covered in milk. I mean, I don't know what to say. This defense is just ugly. They're laughable. And the Steelers, they laughed all the way to the end zone many times. Good for you, Najee Harris, because nobody can tackle you. Okay? Yeah. This man ran for 21 carries, 102 yards, 1 touchdown, looking good. Rodgers, he was all right. I mean, 24 for 39, 276 yards, 1 TD. Yeah, cool. But Pickens, man, you got to love this guy, man. I am a fan. George Pickens out of Georgia. I mean, you knew he was going to come out and be a star in the NFL. I thought he was going to be pretty damn good coming out being drafted. And 5 receptions, 111 yards, 1 touchdown. Good job, man. The Steelers are looking pretty okay. Winning a big victory here, 5-2 on the season. We talked about these guys already being a pretty solid football team. Good for you, Steelers. Hashtag here we go. They're right there with the Ravens. It's 5-2 at the top of the AFC North, getting close to midseason. What more could you ask for, football fans? And then the Jets are still somehow behind Tua's team. And Tua hasn't even played. Go figure it out. Monday Night Football was a good one. And damn it, I wish this was the last game, because tonight's show is titled, Are They the Team? You guys, the Baltimore Ravens, oh, they're purple. Oh, they are nasty. And oh, they're coming to kick your ass.
this football team, I still don't know how they lost to the Raiders this year, but the Raiders, well, we all have some lady luck rolling the dice, I guess, every now and then. I don't even really believe in luck, but something happened that day. And obviously they lost to the Chiefs. Okay, you lose to a team who's 6-0 right now, and you lose some fluke game to the Raiders who suck, but hey, good job Raiders on that day. I was proud of them. Still proud of them for beating this team. They started 0-2, but they haven't lost a game since. And destroying, well, they didn't destroy, but they destroyed the Bills. Okay, they just edged out the Bengals. They got a very close victory over the Commanders, and now they beat a Buccaneers team. Guys, look at the teams they played. They lost a close one to a very good Chiefs team. Okay, the Cowboys, they're still kind of good in there, just a little bit. But you know what? It's we're looking at a team who's, I don't know, they choose their destiny right now. The Bills are a solid team right now. The Bengals, they're not that good, but they fought on that day. The Commanders are leading their division, and the Buccaneers are leading their division. Guys, the Ravens are on one right now. I'll tell you right now, this show is titled "Are They That Team?" Because are they? Guys, I really do believe that the Baltimore Ravens right now, if you were to put this team against pretty much anybody in the NFL at this point in the season, they got it together now. They got Henry running the ball. Okay, look at this guy, man. I mean, this guy is incredible. He's damn near unstoppable. Okay, and look at the proof is in this game. I mean, he played his ass off. Henry, man, 15 carries on 169 yards. Jackson, 17 for 22, 281 yards, 5 receptions. He also takes off and runs the ball. Okay. Bateman. Did we all forget about good old Rashad Bateman out of Minnesota? Yeah, this dude is the real deal, man. A couple years in, he's getting down. Look at him this past week. 4 receptions, 121 yards, 1 touchdown. Let's go, man. I mean, he wants to win. They all want this. They want to win. They want to win, and I'm proud of them for this. So let's get it. Let's go. I am excited, man. We have ourselves a good football team right here, ready to do the damn thing. And I can't say enough about them. And the crazy part is I can't say enough about the Buccaneers either. They've lost 3 games this year. But you know what? They're a great team. Just like the Ravens losing to the Raiders, the Buccaneers somehow got destroyed by the Broncos. I cannot tell you what happened in that game, but they just lost. They lost to a Falcons team who's not playing around this year. The Falcons, you have to beat them because they're not just going to give you the victory. And then they just lost to the Ravens. Guys, the Buccaneers are pretty damn good too. I hope this is the Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong. I'm also low-key cheering for the Lions too. But I will tell you this. This would be a great Super Bowl, because I'd love to see them go head-to-head. Now, I know, and oh my gosh, prayers. Chris Godwin, oh my gosh, terrible injury. Prayers to you, brother. Please get well soon, man. Hope to have you back on the field next season, later this season. I don't know when. I still don't know the exact diagnosis, but I will say I hope you're okay. I hope you get healthy. Sucks, man. Sucks. I love this game, but I also hate it for those injuries, man. So I hope he's okay. Hope he's in good spirits, and I hope he gets healed up soon. But Baker Mayfield, man, I mean, he threw 2 picks, 3 touchdowns though, 370 yards, 31 for 45. White, 10 carries, 40 yards, and 8 receptions for 100 yards to the century mark. This team, man, they're playing, and they're gonna fight you. And like I told you, they know they got Atlanta right there. They know every single week that this is it. If they don't win this thing, Atlanta will. So here you go. And still, we're not going to sleep on the Saints just yet. So Tampa Bay, man, they're balling. And as for Baltimore, they know them Steelers are right there. The moment these Ravens slip up even just a little bit, you know damn well those Steelers are going to run and never look back. So this is a good one, man. So good stuff there. And then, of course, we got Monday Night Football, second one doubleheader. The Cardinals defeat the Chargers 17-15. Good job for you. Good old Chargers, because you let one slip away. But hey, the Cardinals looked every bit like the team that honestly a lot of us thought they could be. It's finally about time. I mean, I don't know, man. I've been cheering on Murray for years, wanting him to do well. 14 for 26, 145 yards Monday night. He threw an interception, but he did throw a touchdown. Good for this guy. Connor, man, 19 carries for 101 yards, and he was the leading receiver. 2 receptions, 51 yards. This was a crazy game. I loved it, though. The Cardinals played, man, and they played damn good. They led 7-6 at the half. I thought this was going to be the exact opposite. But this just goes to show you, the Chargers still need some building to do. I mean, what more do you say? You didn't think Jim Harbaugh was going to come in and just change it all in 1 year, right? So you can't really be too mean to him. You can't really be such a hater. But I'll tell you right now, this is a team that is, without a doubt, going to be better in the coming years. But it's just this year, they're probably going to be like they are. They're mediocre right now. They're 3-3. Cool. They're probably going to beat out the Raiders, which isn't that hard to do, especially this season. But Arizona, man, they're playing for something right now. They're playing for something. I'm not saying the Chargers aren't, because it's still, a fairly young season. But I will tell you, Arizona, they could see it. They're like, okay, we kind of know who's who. And they know, once again, guys, we all know once McCaffrey gets back, the Niners are going to make one hell of a run. So the Rams are trying to get healthy as fast as they can. The Seahawks are scrambling to stay at the top. Arizona is getting in the mix. This is a fun division. Just because the lowest team is 2-4 right now, don't let that fool you. This is a fun division to watch. The NFC West is going to be fun. And the AFC West, well, once again, you're chasing down the Chiefs. And if you catch them, if you can. That's pretty much it. So, all right, guys, we're taking ourselves one more break. We come back. We're going to preview Thursday Night Football and then get the heck on out of here. You are listening to 3 and Out right here on iSports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back after this.
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
Hey sports fans, are you in the market for Florida sports or just keeping up with the latest in the Panhandle? Palm Tree Sports is a dedicated audio hub to all things sports in the Sunshine State. We cover current events, big news, heavily favored opinions all across the NFL, NBA, MLB, and so much more. So come check us out every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For a down south education on Florida sports and athletics, it's hosted by yours truly, Corey Pujols, and is powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Welcome back, y'all. Check out these great shows here at IE Sports Radio. We appreciate you all so very much, man. They put a lot of time and love and effort into these things, so we appreciate you. Once again, everybody tuning in tonight, our numbers are bumping as per usual. Thank you guys for being here and a part of us. Let's go ahead and close this thing out, man. Week 8 is among us. My gosh. Greedy old NFL, thank you for giving us an extra week of football. That's completely unnecessary. But this would usually be the half point of the season. Okay. Next week is truly the half point, I guess. It's an odd number now. But so I guess half of this week is the halfway point. Anyway, next week we got the, week 9. And we're going to start putting up the divisions and everything down here on the bottom of the scroll and all that good stuff. Playoff picture, all that fun stuff. But here we go, man. The 5-1 Vikings taking on the 2-4 Rams. Yeah, let's do it. This game, okay, look, I want this to be a fun, edge-of-your-seat type game. Noteboom, one of the best offensive linemen for the Rams, IR. Troy Reader, IR. Van Bulken, IR. I mean, they're out. Those guys are out. Fisk, Gallimore, these guys are all out. Are questionable, but I don't know. Yeah, I get it. There's some guys on the Vikings like Risner, Cashman, Muse. These guys are all out. Okay. And then Evans, questionable there. But overall, the Rams, there's a lot of players that are just, we're trying to figure out if they're going to be healthy or not. However, I will tell you this. The Vikings are coming to play. Darnold's on one right now. Okay. Aaron Jones, yes, Jefferson. This team is going to come on over to LA and they're going to fight these Rams tooth and nail. Once again, like I told you, the NFC North, they're going to fight the hell out of you. And the Rams, as much as I would love to say that gritty Rams team is going to come out and win this thing or at least give them a really good game, I think it's going to be a hell of a game. But I got to go Vikings in this one. There's just too much to lose in this division. I'm going to go Vikings by like a touchdown in this game. It should be a fun one, you guys. I hope you're excited for it because it's going to be a good game on Amazon Prime coming up on Thursday or tomorrow night. So with that said, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. Let's get ourselves a little quick outro and be on our way. Let's get it, guys. There you have it, man. Today was a fun one, right? They all are. They're all fun. They're all good, right? So I appreciate you all tuning in, man. It was a good game. Thursday night should be fun. I really, really hope the Vikings and Rams give us a good game, which I don't know. Like I said, but you already know. The Rams are doing everything they can to stay relevant. So are the Vikings, but the Rams know that once McCaffrey comes back, the Niners are waking up. The Arizona Cardinals looking pretty good-ish. And, well, Seattle, hey, this team so far so good. Hey, they're leading, but can they keep it up? We'll find out. But I'll tell you right now, the Vikings, they know every loss is just hotter water for them. So this is going to be fun. Oh, my gosh, Thursday Night Football is going to be a lot of fun. And just overall, guys, the rest of the season, as per usual, going to be awesome. So thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you all so very much. It was a fun one. You guys are awesome for tuning in. I just got to say, it's all love. Much appreciated. So, what do we do from here? Well, we look at these teams and go, who do you think could make that late season push or the mid-season push? Or you say, okay, let's go basketball and hockey season, So, overall, I'm excited for what's to come, no matter what. Raider fan here, you'd love to hate them, right, if you're a fan. We know our season's pretty much a wrap, but hey, we're going to keep on watching. That's what we all do. We all keep on watching our team. Big ups to the mid-season fighters, man. There's so many teams that have impressed me. I'm just thoroughly impressed with the play of Bills this year and the Packers. Eagles need to step it up. The Lions. This team. You just want to love them. I'm sure a lot of people can't stand them, but you want to love them. You want to see this team win so much. But, just a lot of teams that you're really impressed with. I'm sure the Commanders, they've been such a surprise. Chiefs are doing the same old. But like I said, the Chiefs, you guys, they're looking more human than we've seen, even though they're 6-0. So much to look at. But then there were the Ravens, y'all. And once again, like the title says, are they the team? Are they the team this year to hoist that Lombardi? Oh my gosh. Don't count out the Steelers. Don't count out some of these other teams, man. Don't count out the Vikings. Don't even count out the Rams. We'll find out as the season continues to unfold. Thank you to our awesome sponsors, Planet Jerky and Seal the Deal Wax Seal, my beautiful wife's company. Get ready for all your holiday stuff. icebergtrade.com/Seal the Deal Wax Seals. Gifts, all the letters, Christmas letters, Santa letters. Think about that. Check it out there with her. And of course, Planet Jerky. Thank you for following iSports Sports Radio. Follow me up on Larry B at BTXE and LB53 and all spelled out on Twitter. I'll see you next week. I'll see you Friday, y'all. Until then, take care. And as always, God bless.